Sorry,
no,
can I
don't
spoil?
Wait, stop it.
All right.
Just in case.
There's a moment
Yeah.
that is kind of unbelievable at the end of Breaking Bad. That
in the very last episode.
yes,
I know exactly what you're
I guess
talking
I can
about.
see that, yeah.
But that's one in 5 years. The Walking
5
Dead does
awesome years. Yeah.
one or two per season. So,
I mean, I always think it must be really hard to engineer these action sequences with zombies who are slow and dumb and easy seemingly to get around. And, in most zombie movies, the reason people die from zombies is at first they're surprised because, oh my God, grandma's trying to kill me. What the hell is happening? And then later they're working against each other because it's a pressure cooker situation and they just kind of fuck each other up. But in The Walking Dead, our characters have become efficient zombie killers. So it's really hard to make a believable scenario with zombies now where they're actually going to be in danger without there being like a big giant herd of them or something.
I guess it's only going to get harder too as this show goes on, more and more seasons, right?
Yep.
And plus, they're all soft and mushy now. So
Yeah. Yeah, they're just going to be like puddles crawling along the ground, and based on the softness of various zombie skulls, their teeth are not going to be hard enough to bite through skin in about half an hour.
really mush.
Except fresh ones. Remember, they still are some humans that turn into zombies. Those fresh ones, they're the hardest ones to kill.
Like Sasha.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Chris.
Well, I'll end here with a really short one, and it's about a character that no one has mentioned yet, and that is Heath.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm wondering where the hell he is.
Heath.
Because he went on that mission with Tara, and he was important to that, and then he just kind of disappeared at the end, and nobody ever asked what happened to him. Tara showed up again, and she left with him but returned without him, and no one seemed to notice. And I like Heath. I think he's a cool character, and I want him to be on the show. And I know the actor is off doing other things, but I wonder if the writers or the producers, were stuck with that character where they introduced him, they had plans for him, and then he got another job, and so they had to find a way to get him off the show, and they just kind of let him disappear into nothing. So I'm kind of bummed about that, and I'm hoping you guys are going to tell me that, no, Heath's just out there, and he'll be back, and everything will be fine, and he'll be an important part of season 8, but I have a hard time believing that.
We can't tell you
He's
that.
never coming back.
That sucks, though.
No,
I mean, they introduced this guy, and he never comes back.
What I suspect happened is that he got hired, and then Straight Outta Compton was a big success, I guess, and it raised his star power, and he started getting other offers. I don't know. That's what I wondered anyway.
He'll be back.
Do you think he decided, though, that he's like, I got this job, but now I can get better jobs?
I do, because now he's the star of 24, and on Walking Dead, he's one of a cast of like 50 or 60 or something. I don't know how many, but
true. Yeah.
That's a factor for these guys, I'm sure.
Yeah, or his agent or manager thinking that he can get a better deal, and then fouls things up and everything goes south, and it's just like, well, okay, well, fine, I'll move on.
I agree with you. I think he did a really good job of playing the character. I mean, he looks like Heath in the comics, but just his vibe, it was a little different than some of the other characters. A little bit kind of almost really calm and grounded, but almost kind of cynical and fun to watch. I don't know. Cynical might not be the right word, but he just had this sort of an edge to him, I guess.
Yeah, I think he was great, and I was bummed out that he kind of just disappeared. And I sort of am with you guys. I just don't think he's going to come back. He's just gone. So that sort of sucks. But on the other hand, there's a lot of characters on this show. So we lose one. That's probably not the end of the world.
I forgot that nobody said, hey, where's Heath? I mean, we never saw that anyway.
Right. I mean, you can assume that they had conversations about it, but we didn't see it.
Maybe not. Maybe like a month or two later, they're like, oh, hey, Tara, wasn't Heath with you?
Right.
Oh,
If nobody cared about Beth, nobody's going to care about Heath.
Yeah. I mean, I would
mean.
say if Maggie didn't care about Beth, then no one's going to care about Heath.
Right. Right.
Watch Maggie bring him up. That's what's going to happen in the next season. It's like, whatever happened to Heath? It's like, oh, sure. You think of Heath.
Oh yeah, that
She'll
guy.
be like, I really
Wasn't he
like
on
that
a run?
guy. So
Okay, Karen.
Okay. So kind of along those lines, sort of. I'm going to say, I mean, it really is actually. I'm going to mention one episode, and it was a one-off that a lot of people didn't like, but I actually kind of liked it. It was the trip to Oceanside. I'm talking about episode 6, called Swear. And like I said, I know people didn't like it, but I was actually pretty fond of it. I thought Alana Masterson as Tara she's funny and she's fun to watch. And it was sort of one of those lighter episodes. And by that time I could use it. And it was fun seeing a whole new community of women. And, you know, I may not be that crazy about their policy of shooting everyone without question. But they're on the plus side, they are terrible shots. So although they shoot at everyone, apparently they miss a lot. And they had a heartbreaking backstory. So you get that they're traumatized. So it's understandable kind of what they're doing. But it was fun. I liked meeting them.
I liked meeting them too, for sure. The episode itself, I mean, I think in general it was one of the ones that people accused of being what's the point, sort of, for the whole season. But I don't totally agree with that. I think it was entertaining, and it's the one where Heath went missing, so I don't like it for that. But Oceanside itself is interesting, and I do hope that Oceanside is not. I do hope that those characters will play a continued role on the show in some way.
What I liked about it is I just like Tara, and she's different. She's snarky, and we don't have a lot of snarky characters, so it's fun to see her snark at other people. I thought the concept was interesting, but I didn't find the characters very interesting otherwise. The Oceanside characters. I mean, the woman who led the place, she was kind of interesting, but I liked my favorite thing about it was just Tara.
The little girl at Oceanside, I don't remember her name now, but she had some sass to her, which I really liked too, and she kind of seemed sort of capable in her own way, right? Like when they went to take the guns and they had to fight off the zombies, we saw her kill 1 or 2 zombies, and I was into that. I thought that was cool. You know, the show has been hard on little girls, and this one has stepped up. So
nice.
Maybe see, there you go.
Yeah, another fierce young lady.
Perfect. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, my number 4 is we get to see a lot of Negan twisting the knife this season, and some of that was really hard to watch, and some of it was, I thought, kind of funny. I know not everyone did, or just darkly fascinating. A few examples. I don't know if you guys remember, but he bashed in Abraham and Glenn's heads.
What? When did that happen?
First episode.
I recall that.
Right in front of their friends.
I forgot about that. Yeah, good point.
And then he almost made Rick chop Carl's arm off. That was
that's true.
That was so just crazy to me. I was dying during that part. Then in the same episode, he had Rick take that axe in the RV and go kill the zombies outside, and he was just totally messing. That's what he does. He messes with people, you know. It was like, are you going to try to kill me with that? Because there it is, you know. But it was a psychological mind game, making Carl sing in front of him and show him his eye scar. Have you seen that thing? Gross. I could see your socket. Or he offers Dwight to have sex with his ex-wife Sherry as a reward. That's messed up.
Wasn't there no sex allowed though? I thought he said you can have an evening with her, so you can hang out with a beautiful
No, that
woman,
was Eugene.
Okay.
Right.
No sex with Eugene.
Okay, maybe you're right. All right.
I think so. He insulted Olivia's appearance, which was horrible, but then it was fun to watch her slap him and him say he's 50% more into her now. He takes, half of Alexandria's stuff and makes Rick say thank you at the end of that. Or when he took Carl back to Alexandria and he's holding baby Judith on the front porch, that got under your skin.
Mm-hmm.
Or that scene when he was messing with Fat Joseph, making sex jokes about the bat or something. I forget exactly what he said. One of my favorites was he saw Abraham's beard and he's like, I got to shave this shit. And then I think he said the same thing to Rick later, which is totally an insult, to the people with the beards. Oh man, I got to shave this. And then he does shave it. That I thought was pretty funny. So I just think as a writer, you got the like Angela Kang. I'm sure she wrote some of those. I'm sure she's not that kind of a person at all, but it would be kind of fun to figure out ways. What would be a way to really fuck with somebody and get under their skin? Because that's what Negan does. And so we got a whole season of that. And that was really a big part of this season. Love it or hate it. I even thought Negan got to be too much and shticky and everything, but I just thought it was worth mentioning. This was a big part of the season.
Yeah, Negan, he sure was a big part of the season, for better or worse. I agree with you. I think some of the stuff was effective in kind of creeping you out with him, but there was other elements to the character and to the performance that I can't say I was fully on board with, but, Negan is Negan, and I think he's going to be around for a while, so we probably all have to get used to him.
Do we?
Well,
Do
I don't know.
we?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see.
We don't have to. We can complain. But one thing that's really interesting to me is I've seen Jeffrey Dean Morgan do 3 panels now at Walker Stalker, and they're always completely packed, people standing around the edges, and raucous applauses. And at the end of this last one in San Francisco, not the end, in the middle, you had women at the microphone saying, I'll get down on my knees for you right now. Or one girl asked him out to dinner and he said yes. I doubt he really went. I don't know. Stuff like that. Like there were 3 or 4 women during that panel that just made these really overt passes at Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
See, I don't know how I feel about that because they're doing that. They're doing that with Norman Reedus too, or they have been for years. And for some reason, I'm like, okay, whatever. But
because Negan's an asshole. That's why.
Because Negan, that's. Oh man, I don't know.
That makes me uncomfortable. Just knowing that happened makes me uncomfortable.
Ugh. I need to take a shower. Excuse me, I'm going to take a shower now.
It's just Karen feels dirty.
I do.
Even Jeffrey Dean Morgan up on stage, he wanted to moderate that panel himself. He didn't want a moderator. And he loves being on stage and the back and forth with the fans, and he's really charming and fun. But even after a while, he was like, I really don't get it. I don't get why I'm getting this response because Negan's a horrible person. That's what he said. Something like that.
Yeah,
I'm paraphrasing, but it was interesting.
I'm with you, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
But Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a very nice guy.
Yeah.
I mean, the limited amount of time I've spent with him, when Christina and my wife came with me down to Atlanta last year for Walker Stalker Con, and she got a photo op with him, and she was came out of there after a big hug from him and was in love with him. But so Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a pretty cool dude, but it's hard to separate that Negan out of him. So
my mom loves him. My mom's been, has loved Jeffrey Dean Morgan for years and basically watches anything that he's in. And she watches The Walking Dead, and she feels kind of weirdly confused because she likes Jeffrey Dean Morgan but hates Negan. So she's often said to me that she feels very confused about this season.
I think and it works the other way around too with men and powerful women, but sometimes when some women see a really powerful man, even if he's a jerk, it kind of activates that limbic system or something. It's like, ooh, powerful man. So it's interesting. It happens. It's happening. I've seen it.
Powerful man with a baseball bat.
That's it for this section. Like I said, be sure to check out the Talking Dead podcast for the second part of our countdown. You can find that wherever you get your podcasts or go to talkingdeadpodcast.com. And also, if you want to hear me and Chris talk about Ash versus Evil Dead, you can check out Evil Dead Cast. But in the meantime, thanks as usual, guys, for coming on. Super fun.
Always fun. You're so welcome and always fun. Great time was had.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
You
you.
bet.
All right, we'll take a little break. There's actually more of this show to come as well, so we'll be right back.
I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love with a monster. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love with a monster. I'm in love with a monster. Wrap me a leg before you wrap me a lace. We break the rules like we change.
All right, we're back, and it's time to talk about, well, it's time to do something that we should have done a couple episodes ago because we had that fracture contest, and I missed a couple of entries. So what this was is our sponsor is Fracture. They're a loyal sponsor. They have an awesome product. It's your photos printed on glass. Sure, most of you know that by now. And so we have this contest where you could send in a picture that you'd like to see fracturized and with a haiku. And we read off 7. They were all so great. And then I found that I had somehow let a few slip through and missed. And I'm sure those people were like, hey, how come you didn't read ours? So we're going to take care of those right now. And I'm going to give out another, this time just it's because it's coming from my own pocket. I'm going to give out a $50 gift certificate to whoever wins this. Because I think it was only fair. It wasn't fair that, people got left out.
That is sweet.
So the first one is from Jen Doolin. Mm-hmm. And what does it show?
It is oh God, it's beautiful. It's her horse, Sibelius. And it's her horse frolicking in, she writes, it's during Winter Storm Stella in March. And there's about 2 feet of snow and blizzard-like conditions, and he's playing. And it's a picture of him, and you can see he's doing something, but there's movement, and his mane is back, and he's so beautiful.
There's snow flying everywhere. It's kind of majestic. It looks like it's out of Game of Thrones or something.
It's gorgeous.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
All white with this striking horse in the center.
And
it's just super, super cool.
And she gave us two haiku.
Yeah, I put in 2 because I liked these a lot.
They're awesome.
The first one I'll read. It's fuckity fuck snow. At least someone's having fun. I'm going inside.
And the next one is majestic and fierce. He rolls against the pale calm of winter's blanket. Perfect.
And that's perfect.
Yep.
Very majestic and fierce. So that's awesome.
Beautiful.
Next one is from Karen Shee, who I also have 2 haiku here. Should we read the read the haiku first. How can those so small hold my emotions hostage? I'll yield all my love.
Oh, so pretty. That gets me all teary-eyed. And the next one is springtime progeny, 2 pieces of cool ant's heart. Don't grow too fast, loves. Isn't that sweet?
That's beautiful, Karen. You should be a poet. She's a photographer, I know.
It is beautiful.
So it's these cute little, one is a girl who looks like she's about 2 or 3 and laying next to this little baby. Uh-huh. And they got their faces up next to each other, and it's super cute.
Oh, look at those cheeks. Oh, I just want to bite those cheeks. They're so cute.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Next is Jenny Berghofer, who there's this cute girl laying in, is that leaves or grass?
Grass, I think.
I have the black and white. And she's got this cute smile on her face and a sword and a sparkler on her shirt, and her hair is kind of mussed up. And it says, wild pirate girl, crown of clover in her hair, fierce as she is sweet.
Isn't that sweet? Oh, God, another one. I want to cry.
I know. That's the first one I got. And I was like, how's anybody else going to win this? And then we got so many good ones. Well, you talk about the next one.
Okay, so the next one is so incredibly cute, submitted by Erin McCoach, and it's a picture of Erin's daughter, and she's so cute. She's wearing a pink bathrobe with little stuffed animals attached all over this bathrobe. I mean, it is so unbelievably cute, and she's there smiling and posing. And you want to read the haiku?
She's got big glasses on.
Yeah.
It says imagination, foreseeability, multiplication.
Perfect.
She's all proud. She's all happy with her outfit. This is Shelley Champagne, who has a little ballerina smiling with bloody hands and mouth dripping down her dress.
Uh-huh. It's so great. I mean, she's so sweet looking, this little zombie girl, this little zombie ballerina girl. And the haiku says, "Dinner has begun. No fork or knife required, like brains for chocolate."
Very poetic. Next is from Luke Goodwin that shows Luke and I guess his wife or girlfriend. She's scrunching up her nose and smiling. He's got his head tilted and he's got a smile on his face and they look really happy together. He says, "Hi, Jason and Karen. I don't know whether my girlfriend will laugh or cry at my first attempt at a haiku. Looking forward to the rest of your off-season top fives and best of luck with the full-time podcasting." And what does it say?
It says, "Treasure these moments. Time flies by with adventures. This stays forever." Oh, God. These are the most beautiful. Oh, my God.
I know.
Oh.
Okay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these.
Ask Siri.
Let me see if Siri will work. I'm not at my computer. Let me see if my iPad will do it.
Okay.
Random number between 1 and 6. 2. Okay. That is Karen with the two cute little, the baby and the girl.
Aww.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yay.
Congratulations, Karen. Yeah. Nice.
Well done.
If you want to get your picture fractured, and that doesn't mean broken, it means printed on this really nice square of glass, and it's ready for hanging. All you do is upload your photo and then you get it in the mail and it's all beautiful and ready to go. You can go to fractureme.com/podcast. And if you do that and select Walking Deadcast and you're a first time customer, you actually get 10% off. That's fractureme.com/podcast. Thanks, Fracture.
Thanks, Fracture.
Really fun getting these, you guys, and learning about
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like you're really sharing something special. So that's really nice.
Lovely.
Obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens.
The people it kills get up and kill.
Are they slow-moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
This is a Walking Deadcast news update.
All right, some really, I think, interesting pieces in the news today. First, a tentative agreement has been reached between the Writers Guild of America and the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers.
Oh, thank goodness.
That means no writer strike.
Oh, good.
So we're not going to get to see the charming zombies written by the novice writers. Yeah, that's good. Do you want to know about how the agreement turned out at all?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, it's good for 3 years, and a message posted on the Writers Guild of America website said, quote, "We made gains in payment minimums across the board, as well as contribution increases to our health plan that should ensure its solvency for years to come.
Yay.
We also made unprecedented gains on the issue of short seasons in television." That's about how seasons are getting shorter lately. So that means when writers get paid per episode, they get less. So it says winning a definition of 2.4 weeks of work for each episodic fee. Any work beyond that span will now require additional payment for hundreds of writer producers.
Great. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I'm really, really happy to hear that. I have some, they're friends of David's, but friends of mine now, who are television writers. And they went to college with David. And so this is a good thing for them. They are not unbelievably wealthy people. They are just struggling writers. And so I want everything to go well for them. So that is a great thing.
Awesome. Do they write for sports TV or
no? They've written a movie that was done. They wrote for a show called Parenthood. They wrote a couple episodes for that.
That's a great, yeah,
awesome. And
I want to meet those guys.
They're
Have a dinner party.
They were at our wedding. Sorry, that was a giant dinner party.
Long time ago.
Anyway,
that's super cool.
Yeah.
Parenthood is by the same guy who did Friday Night Lights, and he has this really interesting directing style where he just sort of lets people improvise scenes and lets them play out really naturally.
Yeah.
So
it's got a good cast too.
Yeah, so that means the show didn't actually need writers. No, I'm just kidding.
Really, it's the actors who do all the work.
You just write, improvise. No,
Right.
just kidding.
Kidding.
Next, this is something I mentioned already, but Josh McDermott deactivated his Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook pages, apparently in response to harassment over what's happening with Eugene. One person tweeted, "Josh McDermott, I hate you more than I hate Joffrey from Game of Thrones."
Oh my God.
So, before he deleted his account, he left a message that says, "Death threats. Don't send me death threats because I will report all that shit to the cops. I'm just sick of it.
Good.
You can hate Eugene. I don't care. You can think whatever you want. But when you start saying you hope I die, I don't know if you're talking about Josh or Eugene. I got to report that shit. So just don't be an asshole and just stop complaining. Just stop complaining about everything on the internet. Just go spend some time with your family or friends or loved ones. Just get off the internet. I love you. I do. I love you guys."
Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's always good advice for haters on the internet. Just go
Yeah.
outside, go spend time with friends and family. Stop all that nonsense.
All right. Next, John Bernthal did an interview with IGN, and he gave some interesting color on his experience of playing Shane. He said, during the audition process, all the men they were looking at had to audition for both Rick and Shane. And I was very clear with Frank Darabont that I wanted to audition for Shane. That's what I wanted. And he said, "You know he's not going to last." And I said, "That's the character. The guy had a built-in beginning, middle, and end. And oftentimes you don't get that as a character. I sort of prefer that. I love knowing that he was going to die. I love knowing that he was going to lose his mind."
Wow, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. He has a certain wild energy to him in real life that I feel like it was probably a better role for him to play Shane than Rick anyway.
Have you interviewed him?
A little bit, yeah. I've done panels, but it tends to be a lot of audience interaction, and he's really vibrant and everything. He's great. I'm hoping him and Sarah Wayne Callies are both going to be in Nashville, so I'm hoping I get to do a panel with both of them.
Oh, cool. Walker Stalker Nashville, not the show
That's
Nashville.
Right. Yeah, Walker Stalker Nashville coming up in a few weeks here. Next, the Fear the Walking Dead promo clip came out. It looks really action-packed. They packed so much into it, but if the show is as good as it was at the end of last season, I'll be happy. That's coming up in June, and I'm starting to get excited for it. I hadn't been before, but I've said this a lot, but I think it was so smart of them to wait to start showing those episodes to give us time to miss zombies and stuff.
And you're Fear the Walking Dead cast? You're podcasting about it?
We are, yeah. It's going to be me and Duncan and Cindy from Walker Stalker this year. And Melissa may make a couple of guest appearances, but Melissa is, I think, going to be jumping over to Game of Microphones, so that'll probably be me and Duncan and Melissa. Yeah,
that's very
very
cool.
Entice some of you guys to go listen to that show. And then last, a big issue of the Walking Dead comic came out this week. Something very bad happened.
What could it
want to know?
be? Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm going to bleep it out, but they killed off.
Let me ask you this, and this has nothing to do with what you just told me, so you could leave this in if you want. Is it ever hard to keep straight what you read in the comic and what you watch in the show? Is it ever weird in your head, or does it feel like such different entities that you never confuse the two?
Yeah, I would have to think about it, but I can't think of any time where I've ever been confused or couldn't keep straight whether something happened in the comic and the show. I feel like the characters are different.
Yeah.
I don't think of Rick in the comic as the same person as Rick in the show. He looks a lot different, for one thing. Even Michonne, that looks pretty close to the same, just has a different vibe to me. Yeah, they all do. Carl is probably one of the ones that feels the most similar, but nope.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I would have guessed.
It's a great question.
Thanks.
All right, that's it for the news. Let's go on to our final sponsor. That is Texture. People wonder why I know all about what's going on with all these TVs and movies, and it's because I'm obsessive about looking stuff up.
Yes.
And not just because of the podcast. Even before the podcast, I when I'd watch something, I would go look it up and learn everything I could about it. Or
Me
when
too.
I'm getting excited for something, I read interviews. Yeah.
Me too.
And now one of my favorite ways to do that is Texture, because it's an app on my iPad I use it on, but you can have it on a phone or any tablet. It lets you read top sources like Entertainment Weekly, Interview, Hollywood Reporter, all from the convenience of your phone or tablet. There's over 200 magazines available, and you get access to all of these with Texture. With magazines, what I like about magazines is they have in-depth interviews and articles that you can't get off like your Facebook friends or just surfing Google. They have higher standards for quality and depth of writing in general, I would say, and also definitely design. It's just like more magazines are lovingly crafted.
Yes.
And you get access to all these magazines with Texture, but it's better than reading a paper magazine in a few ways. One is they have daily recommendations that make it easy to enjoy the kinds of articles that you want to read. Even if you didn't even know about a certain magazine, you can see an article and go, oh, check this out. Plus, it's searchable, so you can mark what you like. You can search old issues, back issues, easy to find stuff. There's also interactive features and bonus video content that you can't see in a magazine unless you take a lot of acid and trip out or something. That wasn't in the ad copy either.
No.
But you can fit dozens of magazines in the space of just this phone or tablet. So
Which
you can take... Yeah, like if you tried to take all these magazines on an airplane, people would look at you like you were nuts, but you can have it on your iPad. There's everything from Esquire to Forbes to Rolling Stone, and you can get all of these for way, 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 way less than if you subscribed to all of them or bought the single issues.
So true.
Texture was selected as one of Apple's top 2016 iPad apps. It's just great. So it's normally $9.99 a month. That's it. But if you sign up right now, you get a 14-day free trial. So if you're at all curious, go check it out. You go to texture.com/deadcast and they'll give you 14 days to try Texture free. Just go to texture.com/deadcast. That's texture.com/deadcast. Thank you, Texture.
Thanks, Texture. And by the way, I have to say, Mother's Day is coming up. It makes a great gift for Mom. Just saying, just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Your mom will thank me. Well, maybe not me. She'll thank you.
Tell her Karen sent you.
Right.
All right, now it's time for Listener Moans, Groans, and Grunts.
This first one comes from Tony Gilbert, who writes, "Hey guys, I just listened to the most recent episode and wanted to give you an update on my son Alden. Sorry for not clarifying in my first email, but he's doing absolutely great. The picture I sent was actually from just about a month ago. Treatment was long and hard, but he got through it all like a champ. He was discharged from the final inpatient treatment on Christmas Day in 2015. So
this is from our other fracture contest when we saw the picture of the little boy who had cancer, and I was not sure if he survived.
And I'd like to say I was sure he survived.
You knew.
I knew. And
I was. Were you not still relieved to get this email?
Yes. And I was not just relieved, I was also delighted because he sent a picture and there's, oh my God, Alden is so cute. And so here it is. He says, just because here's another picture of him with his little sister who was born a few days after his first clear scan following treatment. The hospital called us with the results just a couple of hours after she was born, so it's probably no surprise that that was one of the best days of our lives. They're both obnoxious little toddlers now, and we couldn't be happier. Sorry again for not being more clear in the first place, but your response was touching. Have a great week, Tony. And look at them. Aren't they cute? Look at those little faces.
We're happy for you, Tony.
So happy. Oh, they're so cute.
Mm-hmm. They're cute, driving their shopping cart.
Yep.
Okay, Jim in New Jersey says, Jason and Karen, it's great to see Laurie Holden on The Americans. I agree with Karen that it's a great show. I was hooked from the pilot. But Karen didn't mention one of the most fun things about Laurie being on the show. Her character is dating Special Agent Stan Beeman, played by Noah Emmerich, who's also known as to Walking Dead fans as Dr. Jenner from TS-19. It's always fun to see former Walking Dead alums back together again.
Oh my God. I did not put that together, Jim in New Jersey. You're absolutely right. I'm so embarrassed that I didn't. You know what? And it's funny because I think I even pointed out that it's, oh yeah, that's Dr. Jenner but I didn't point it out that, of course, there is Laurie dating Dr. Jenner. And she met Dr. Jenner, right? I mean, they were in an episode together.
Yeah,
they worked together.
They were in the lab together, yeah.
Ah, that's so great. Yeah. Right now, in The Americans, I'm not going to give anything away, but it's great. Everybody should be watching that. Why?
I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
The thing, it feels daunting because they're several seasons.
Yes.
And I have so much other stuff, but I'm excited to watch it.
It's great. It is so great. Yeah, you'll love it. You'll love it. Okay. This next one comes from Anwen in New Zealand. Okay, so Anwen writes, hey, Jason and Karen, thanks for the podcast with the haikus and fracture competition. What a heartwarming collection of pictures and stories. It brought a tear to my eye. Fracture sounds amazing. Not sure if they ship all the way to New Zealand, though. Thanks for all you do. I'm so looking forward to your season 7 crossover. Hi, Chris and Jason. Walking Dead Cast and The Talking Dead were the first 2 podcasts I ever listened to and the only ones I follow each week in the car for work, at the gym, and occasionally whilst hiding in another room from the kids. Okay, guys, you can have another half hour in the iPad as a special treat. So cute. Keep up the great work. You are all awesome.
I know how that is. With Nico, I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, you can play a little more. I'm so nice, but really it's just because I want to be doing something. So Anwen is from New Zealand, and she worked on a movie there with her husband called I Survived a Zombie Holocaust. And she asked me to look at the trailer, and I was like, oh, is this going to be good? And it looks really good, actually. It's a zombie comedy. And she said it has, quote, that Kiwi-style humor like early Peter Jackson and Flight of the Conchords. Yep. And it was funny. The trailer was funny, so I'm excited to watch it at some point. Maybe we'll talk about it on the show. I'll put a link to the trailer in the show notes, and I guess it's on Amazon or iTunes if you guys want to check it out. Okay, next, Wendy from South Dakota. She wrote a long email. She just discovered us and has been listening to a bunch of our back episodes and everything, and she likes that we used to talk about haiku a lot. So back around to that. But now then she started talking about coming to Walking Dead late and binge watching the series and what happened once she got to season 7, because she just watched from season 1 all the way to season 7. And here's what she says about the premiere of season 7. I made it only a few minutes in. I made it through Abraham's death with hand-covered face. But right as he took the bat to Glenn, I promptly turned it off and deleted all the Walking Dead episodes from my DVR.
Oh.
I was disturbed at the amount of violence, which seems weird to say about this show, but it was violence against my TV show loved ones.
Yeah.
I could not bear to watch it, especially after I just got Glenn back, the dumpster scene. I ranted and raved to my husband, who is not a Walking Dead fan, and anyone else who would listen for 2 weeks. Then I broke down. I had to find out what happened to my TV show family. So my compromise, I read the synopsis of episodes 1 and 2. To this day, I still haven't watched the entirety of 1 and 2. Started back with 3, seemed far enough from the insanity of taking my beloved Glenn, and am now up to date. No, you missed episode 2.
Episode 2 is good.
Which was a total antidote to episode 1, and it would make you feel happy in your heart if you go back and watch that, I would say.
I agree. I agree completely. Yeah.
Please go back and then tell us what you thought of it, and even if you thought we were wrong. I promise I'll read it.
Yeah. We've been wrong once, twice, maybe more. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, okay, I've been wrong. You've always been right, but I've been wrong.
No, I think you're wrong. I think we've always been right.
Yeah, okay. It's
you're
our third hour of podcasting. At this point, I'll agree with pretty much anything you say.
All right, that's our show, episode 262. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Chris and Jason. And as again, be sure to check out the Talking Dead podcast for part 2 of our countdown.
I love those guys so much.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Chris has actually become a good friend of mine.
Has he?
Yeah, I mean, he's come here to San Francisco and our families hung out. And,
Aww.
you know, I always invite him to Walker Stalker because I want him to moderate panels with him and stuff. He came to London.
He's smart and he's funny and he's just, oh God, he's so good. And also I have to say a special shout out for Lord Captain Professor Awesome.
Yeah.
Who is awesome. And the reason why we're calling him Lord Captain Professor Awesome is because his name is also Jason. So it's to distinguish him.
Oh, is that why? I thought that's just how he likes being addressed.
It's also because it's how he's legally changed his name too. Yeah.
Check out American Gods on Stars. I'm finally getting into it because we're doing this podcast and it's great.
Yay!
And you have to pay $9 a month to get Stars, but you can just get it if you want for 2 months and watch the series and then cancel it if you want to. Jenny and Mr. Blog and I are podcasting on that, so that's an interesting mix.
Is that fun?
It's called American Godcast. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's super fun. It's great to podcast with Jenny. I haven't done that before, and also just to have one with Eric that doesn't switch people in and out.
Yeah.
And the show is really imaginative. Have you ever read any Neil Gaiman before?
No, I haven't.
It's got a dark sense of humor to it, which is a nice change of pace from The Walking Dead, which is so grave.
Yeah.
You know, it's and it's really artfully done and it looks really cool. Yeah, I'm so happy with it because you never know when you start a new podcast whether you're actually going to like the show, but this looks like a real winner.
David loves
it's epic too.
Great.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you should tell him to watch it.
He would love it. But we're having a hard right now with the Warriors in the playoffs, and we're having a hard time finding, and baseball and hockey just ended, and it's hard to find the time to get to all the great shows that are out there. And we're trying to still watch we've got Leftovers episodes piling up.
Leftover,
yeah. And Better Call Saul is on, and that's really good. And
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I watch that compulsively whenever it's out.
It's so good.
That's the one. Yeah, it's getting very Breaking Bad-y lately.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So good.
Yep. It's all good, man.
I wanted to thank everyone for supporting us on Patreon who's been doing that. We're just shy of $750 a month right now, which is awesome. And our goal is to get to $2,000 a month by the end of the year to make sure that we can keep all this going and I don't have to go get a 9-to-5 and cut down on my podcasting. So if you want to help support us, you can check out patreon.com/Jason and Karen. There's some good rewards. We have our monthly call-in show, which is a lot of fun. You can win tickets to Walker Stalker, and we have our private Facebook group, which people in there seem to like a lot.
Yeah, it's great. Good time.
If you want to call us, you can reach us at 650-485-DEAD. That's 650-485-3323.
You can email us at brains@podcastica.com.
You can find us on the web at podcastica.com or facebook.com/deadcast. I encourage you to go to the Facebook page because there's a lot of times when I read listener comments, it comes from that.
Yeah.
Next week, Cindy and I and Duncan are going to be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Woo! That should be fun.
Which I can't wait to watch. Yeah, I got to go watch it.
Great. Awesome.
Heard it's good. Yeah. In the meantime, that is it.